Sam, 3 unbeaten in the league, back within touching distance of the promotion places. It seems like we've refound our momentum.
Yeah, it does. We had an up and down December. That was obviously affected by injuries and COVID, which everyone did. Probably everyone goes through a tough time around Christmas. It's well documented. But yeah, listen, the boys we were talking about today and changes. Actually, the boys from the Sutton game, where obviously I've given the pen away. If you take the pen away, we've conceded one goal, and it would have been 2 draws and a win. Obviously, 2 wins. Sorry. So obviously that wasn't the case. But listen, the boys have been playing really well, and we're getting a couple of boys back now. So it's been positive. At the moment.
And like you touched on there, we've only conceded 1 goal since you've come in. So if you don't concede, you don't lose. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, listen, it's that old cliche, if you score at one end and keep them out the other, you've got a winning formula. But no, listen, like we feel there's a good feeling around the training ground. So we just need to translate that into performances, and we know if we perform, we'll give ourselves a good chance of winning the game.
And I think you talked to some of our colleagues at Devon Alive and BBC about the competition for centre-back at the moment. What's that been like for you at the moment?
It's something that I've dealt with my whole career in terms of being a young boy trying to break in. You're essentially trying to take someone's share. You're trying to take their job. So it's not nice. It's not nice, but that's the business. That's the industry you're in. It's kill or be killed at times. But no, listen. It's a really good group, and everyone's very understanding of the situation. There's no bad blood. Everyone's supportive. It's just one of them things, It's brilliant. It's brilliant for the gaffer. It's probably a headache at times. Who he's going to put in, but from a personal point of view, you've got to, first of all, look after yourself when you go on the pitch and make sure you do it right, and then just back yourself to hopefully play well.
And talking on your personal journey so far, it's been a long time since you first joined before you breaking into the side. How has your recovery been here at City, and who's given you the most support over this time?
Listen, it's obviously been it's not been easy. It's been tough, but it was something I said to myself early doors. I didn't want it to first get me down, but more I didn't want to affect people around me. It was around the time that COVID was rife, and I just thought it wasn't something that I wanted to be in terms of negative and down, and it was a tough enough time as it was. So it was just a case of understanding what I had to do and going to do it. It was black and white for me. It was, this is what people are telling you to do it as best as you can, and you give yourself a good chance. In terms of the club have been unbelievable. I wouldn't be in this situation or in as good a situation without the club. That's from the chairman being so understanding. Every time you see me, the chairman's, how are you? It's always been light-hearted. It's never been heavy. It's never been, an awkwardness around it. The guys, our physio, Con, the sports scientist, both been brilliant. Done everything they can. And the gaffer's been unbelievable. The gaffer's been brilliant. The gaffer's not once put a bit of pressure on me, and I understand from obviously my dad being within management. I understand the pressure that is on a manager, and it's time is money type of thing in this game. And he's been brilliant. He's been brilliant from day dot. He's how are you? Anything we can do. So the club's been fantastic with me.
And for all those staff members and the fans themselves, it's fantastic that you've been repaying their faith on your performances on the pitch as well. Yeah,
I think that's, I wouldn't say it's added pressure on me, but it's something I'm very aware of, that when I do go on the pitch, obviously, listen, you want to play well because you love footy and you want to play well for yourself, but there's definitely, not indebted, but there's definitely a motivation from my side in terms of perform for the staff and the fans. I understand when you bring someone in, you don't usually wait a year for them to play. So yeah, it's just every time I go on the football pitch now, I want to repay the faith and enjoy my footy. I've spent long enough on watching it. So,
and the next chance to do that is, of course, Hartlepool on Saturday. How have the preparations been this week?
Yeah, really good. Obviously, there's a feel good place around the training ground. It was obviously the back of the 2 results that we've had and the Forest Green game. So yeah, we've trained all week. We've obviously watched a bit of Hartlepool and we understand what they're good at, and we've done a bit of work on that today. So all good from our end.
They have some quite attractive attacking options as well. I know that they've recruited again today.
Yeah,
it's something that we should be looking to deal with on Saturday as well.
Yeah, it's the quality that we've got in the team. You know, we back ourselves to implement our style on them, and especially them coming to SJP. It's something we want to influence the game, and we understand their threats, and it's something, especially as a back 3, as a back 5, as a back 4, something we're going to have to deal with.
At the other end, then we saw against Walsall that we scored from 2 set pieces. It can't be long until you get your head on one of those.
Yeah, to be fair, I watched the video. I was behind check, so if we missed it, it was there. But no, it's listen. The set pieces is something we've worked really hard on. Wayno's in charge of the attacking set pieces, so you know, a big well done to him in terms of that he's setting them up. But yeah, it's massive set pieces in any league, but especially this league. If you can concede as little as possible and you can chip in with set pieces, then, you know, as you see in the Walsall game, 3 points wins you the game.
And we saw at their place that home advantage can make a difference when it comes to the environment and comes to the atmosphere around the place.
Yeah.
And Saturday's a chance for us to almost get our own back in that way, isn't it?
Yeah. Like, obviously, I think I've only had one Saturday at our stadium. I experienced how good the fans can be. Obviously, this year watched them a little bit more on the Tuesday nights and the Saturday, the Big Bang. The whole stadium, but obviously the Big Bang has been brilliant. The fans have been fantastic. They've been so positive. So it's something that we genuinely lean on, and we can just hope that we repay their faith Saturday.